new, and we wanted to bring something in that would be able to get after dry spills, of course. But how about wet spills? How about maybe an egg that drops on the floor? Are you crying over spilled milk? You shouldn't, because we're going to get it up. And we're going to do it all cordless. This is an amazing little price for a really powerful machine, and it comes your way on 4 easy payments, because everything in our show today, on air and online, is 4 pay or better. Let's welcome back Christopher Joyce, one of our cleaning dudes on QVC. Good to see you.
Great to be here.
This is something brand spanking new, but Black & Decker is not new.
No, it's been around for over 100 years, and they really about quality, building it into everything they do, whether it be the tools or, in fact, a wet and dry vac. You're saying, why do I need a wet and dry vac? Well, as you said, you're going to spill the dry stuff. Right. But what about the wet stuff? So I'm going to show you how effective this is, what an incredible job it does of not only picking up all the dry messes in your home, but the wet messes as well.
Exactly. So you're getting the machine itself.
Correct.
You're also getting your wall bracket as well as your charging cable, because remember, this is a rechargeable vacuum. And on a full charge, you've got 15 minutes of runtime.
Absolutely. I mean, this may look like your grandmother's dustbuster, but let me tell you, it is not. It has the wet and dry feature. Besides that, it has lithium batteries. So what does that mean for you? You talk about the 15-minute runtime. That full 15 minutes will be at full charge. It's not going to fade. It's not going to die. Full power. Full power. Exactly right. So you're not going to hear it fade. So this is a deep doormat. So I have grass clippings on here. I have pine needles. You name it. That's the power you're seeing deep in that mat. Pulling it up the first time I'm going over it. Whatever debris is on there, no problem. Those are the dry messes. But now what about the wet messes? You talked about an egg. You're working in the kitchen. You spill an egg. Look at this. What a mess is that? What would you typically have to do? You would typically have to
get out half a roll of paper towels.
Half a roll of paper towels, exactly right. But boy, this is far easier. You saw that we picked up the dry spills. Watch this, or you're going to miss it. Oh. Done. There's the egg. You want to do that again? I mean, it's pretty spectacular, right? Because it happened so quickly. But there's the egg.
But it raises a question. Once you vacuum this up, I'm going to ask you the obvious question now.
Yeah.
So you've got a big, nasty, sticky, liquidy egg in there. How do we clean this?
You just simply open it up and simply wash it and then let it dry.
You rinse it out in the sink?
Yes, and then it's even the filter's washable. Exactly right.
Collection cup.
But here you're seeing all the uses. Not only going to use it for all those dry messes in your home, but the wet messes. It has the Black & Decker power, that lithium-ion battery, where that charge is going to hold itself. You're going to get the same power at the beginning of the charge as you do at the end of the charge. So as holiday times roll around, it's going to be the perfect time for the broken Christmas ornaments, for the pine needles, which are notoriously difficult to pick up. And then you're seeing, this is perfect. So the doggy bowl, you're seeing the mess there. Not only can you pick up the dry messes, but the wet messes as well.
Pick up the food out of the bowl, walk 4 feet away from the bowl, drop it on the floor, then eat it off the floor.
It's like, what is that about?
I don't understand that. Why can't you just leave it in the bowl? I wouldn't take my food off my plate, go spit it on the table, and then eat it off the table.
That's right. That's right.
I don't understand that.
Now you're really seeing the power. Now we're giving you a little squeegee here. That's really working well for the wet messes, but I keep it on even for the dry messes. So if you're a pet owner, you're absolutely going to love this. Look what a great job it does of picking up all that pet food. No problem. There you're seeing the power. And now you're seeing the power, not only the big stuff, but even that fine particulate, showing the Black & Decker power, the lithium ion, that's right, the kitty litter. And then you're going to love it in the car as well, whether it's the big messes the kids leave behind.
Hey, Chris, let me give this a try.
Yes, absolutely. Go for it.
Look at this. Wow.
That's the rock salt.
It's got great power, Chris.
And walk over this. This is really going to show the power.
And look here, you guys. Here we go. Look, 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 look. Even David can do it.
And you did not need a crevice tool, and it grabbed onto all that mess.
Look how it got way down into the nooks and the crannies.
That's power.
If you went under my car seat, would you find a fossilized French fryer too? Maybe. Don't judge me. You know, you got the same thing under there.
Everyone has.
Exactly. Might be a few pieces of, chicken crumbs
too. So these are winter mats. So winter's closing out for us. You're going to look at those winter mats and say, wow, what a mess.
Well, it's closing out after Tuesday.
Yeah, after Tuesday. Now look at this. Now we filled it with all the dry stuff, but no worries. A lot of people have these type of mats. What happens if you spill your coffee, you spill your drink, you name it, what a mess. But watch, now with the wet vac, no problem at all. It's going to pick up every ounce, every bit of that liquid, even after I picked up
look at that.
all the dry. That is
right on top of the dry that's in there.
Absolutely, no problem at all. Even where I spilled it over here, no problem, and your job is done. You picked up both dry and wet messes.
Wow.
Yep.
This is going very quickly. Lots and lots of you taking advantage of that easy pay. Remember, every item on air and online between now and 2 p.m. Eastern Time is 4 pay or better. Use your Q card on this, Chris. This could be 5 pay.
Sweet.
Yeah, we're doing a special 5 pay promotion today. So whether it's wet, whether it's dry, whether it's pine needles, whether it's instant oatmeal in the morning, maybe your kids are winging cereal across the room from their high chair. Come on, you know what I'm talking about.
It's happened.
Exactly. You got little ones at home,
Absolutely.
not so little anymore,
no,
but
they're
yes.
teenagers now.
But you remember the day.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Now we'll go back to a carpeting here and show you that there are lots of different kinds of and sizes of dry messes.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of these are kitchen items. So you see the rice, no problem at all. The split peas, no problem at all for the Black & Decker lithium-ion wet dry vac. And then even something like these beans and peas that are heavy takes up no problem. The pasta and the popcorn, there you're really seeing the power. But now we've taken care of the dry messes. What about the wet messes? You talked about this, right?
Look at this. Here's your cereal.
There's your cereal. There's the mess. You typically have to get out lots and lots and lots of paper towels. Watch this. Not only does it clean up the milk, but it's bringing up the cereal as well.
Now, Chris, we mentioned this earlier, but it's important to know with all this wet yuck that you're cleaning up, how do we clean this?
Yeah, you open it up and you do want to clean it. You don't want to let it sit. If you have a dry mess, of course, you don't need to clean it right away. But if you have a wet mess, you're going to open up the chamber and you're going to clean it out. There's a washable filter.
So I'm going to pull this part out.
I'm not going to do it here on air because I'm not over a sink. Because there's a wet mess, you need to do it over a sink or something like that.
But you'd pull this blue part out and then rinse it out with the sink, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
The only thing you don't want to get wet is this part.
That's right. Yeah, that you do not want to get wet. But I just love the fact that, too, you can take it to the automobile rather than putting quarters in that machine at the car wash. Look what an incredible job it does.
And as you do that, we're going to go to the phones quickly and welcome Mardella, joining us in Washington State. Hi, Mardella.
Hello.
How are you, dear?
I'm good.
Wonderful to have you with us. What do you think of our Black & Decker cordless, lightweight, wet, and dry hand vacuum?
Well, I like the wet part of it because I do a lot of spilling.
Okay.
Well, you know what? And sometimes we have little four-legged creatures who decide to add some wet mess to our house.
Well, I don't have those around my house, so it's just me.
Well, you know what? Sometimes we have a little liquidy mess or spill. This is going to get after it in a hurry.
Yeah, I do a lot of coffee spilling.
Yeah, I tell you what, I don't know why they expect us to be steady in the morning. We need the coffee to get ourselves level, right? And so, and you're bleary and sleepy, invariably you're going to spill it. So this is awesome. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Mardell, when I get up in the morning, I got hair going in every direction. I don't know how I negotiate from the bedroom to the coffee machine. So
me neither.
That's what it's all about. So you have a little spill, this is going to get after it in a hurry.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And I'm like 82 years old, so I'm not too steady.
Well, you know, Mardella, at 82, you're allowed to spill the coffee. Yes, you are. Just go on and spill it. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You got the Black & Decker coming. That'll take care of all of it for you.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, Mardella, what a pleasure to meet you today.
Thank you, Mardella.
It was a pleasure to talk to you. I've been a member for quite a while.
Well, we appreciate that so much.
This is the first time I got to talk to you today.
Well, Mardella, we've been waiting, and we're so glad we finally had a chance to say hello. And we want to wish you a very happy springtime coming up. And don't wait so long to come back and chat with us again, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Thanks, Mardella.
sweetie.
We appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
All right, the bird
Bye-bye.
seed,
You too.
the pet food, and the kitty litter, no problem, no match for our wet dry vac by Black & Decker. Done. Cleaned up. Mess complete.
Okay, so I'll tell you, over 1,200 of these are gone.
Okay.
We're going to take another look at today's special value from Vionic next with Kirsten. And following that, I'm going to be out in the garden with Philip Watson. He's got something great from Cottage Farms. So stick around for that. And am I going to see you tomorrow?
No.
No, you're not here tomorrow, are you?
I'm not here tomorrow.
Oh, well, enjoy your Sunday.
Well, thank you.
Get ready for the big snowstorm on Tuesday.
Right, on Tuesday.
They're talking about over a foot of snow. What? It's supposed to be spring. All right. Well, maybe if you talk spring shoes, the snow will stay away.
The only S word I want to hear is spring or summer or slide. That works too. I like all three of those. Hey, we are talking about a new season. We're 10 days away from the beginning of spring. I don't care what it looks like outside. In moments, we are going to be in sundresses and shorts. In fact, we turn those clocks back on Sunday. That means it's time for us to slide right in to spring, to summer with Vionic, our today's special value.
Why should you have to choose between style and comfort? Without support, your feet can suffer, and you suffer. The biomechanical support in Vionic shoes hugs your arches and supports natural alignment from the ground up, giving you the freedom to walk, move, and live. Style. It doesn't need to hurt. Discover the Vionic secret today.
You put your feet in these, and not only does it feel great, but then you look down and you do a little like giddy thing because they look so good on. They're cute, they're stylish, they're elegant. They can be dressed up, they can be dressed down, they can be worn to the beach, they can be worn to